Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Pastor Brandon M. Spriggs from the Zion Hill Agape Baptist Church in Capitol Heights, Maryland. And this is your Monday morning message in 5 minutes. Listen, family, it's been a long time since I've been able to jump on here live and to do a morning message in 5 minutes. Normally, I'm getting ready to head out the door, but because it's Memorial Day weekend, I'm able to spend a little time with you right here live. So please make sure that you like, share, and comment so that we can see them live during this morning's devotional. I was able to talk with a family member of mine over this past weekend, and the weekend's not really over just yet, but we were just talking about life and life's direction in general. And then I was reminded of something that a world renowned psychologist told me. He told me that life is like a rear wheel drive car. And I know that sounds really strange, but it's the truth. Life is a lot like a rear wheel drive car. I never invested in a rear wheel drive car because for about 11 years out of my life, I lived in Iowa where there is a lot of cold and a lot of snow. The snow just seems to stick around, and a rear wheel drive car will oftentimes just spin its wheels in the snow and in the ice. Most people out there have an all-wheel drive car, but he reminded me that life is a lot like a rear-wheel drive car in that the rear wheels will do all of the pushing, they do all of the driving. And that's a lot like life. You know, those rear wheels really remind us of things that we are not in control of in our life. They oftentimes push us into situations and into circumstances that we may not have necessarily been ready for. Those rear wheel drive situations in life will often compel us to do to have to be in situations that we never dreamed of, we never wanted to be in, but we still have some control over life, because while we cannot control what happens to us in life, we can control which direction we go in from there. While the wheels will do the pushing, the front wheels do the steering. And life is a lot like that. We can't control what happens to us, who did what, who said what, how they made us feel, but we can control which direction we go in from there. Do we go left or do we go right? Do we go straight ahead? Do we stand still? Do we back it up? We have control over what we can do afterward. And we got to make the decision oftentimes in life whether we are going to be better or bitter. So many people are going nowhere and nowhere fast, just spinning their wheels because they decided to stay bitter in a bitter situation. But I've decided that no matter what situations come in my life, I'm going to use this to make me better. Because even if mother and father forsake me, even if my very best friend forsake me, God sticks closer than a brother. And he said that he would never leave me nor forsake me. So where do we go from here? Well, where we go from here depends on who is driving. And I've determined in my life that I'm not going to do the driving anymore. I'm not going to be the one to make the decisions whether I go left or go right, because oftentimes I have messed that up. And if you're willing to shame the devil and tell the truth, you've messed it up oftentimes too. But God is so good that he gives us a built-in GPS and a chauffeur. His name is Jesus. You got to allow him to take the wheel. You got to allow him to do the driving, to control the speed, to control the direction of your life. Now, give me some scripture for this, Pastor. Sure. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man gets to the Father but by me. Even in the Old Testament, Proverbs, Solomon, the wisest king ever, gave us this wisdom. He said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. We can't control what happens to us. We can control where we go from there, but we ought to put Jesus in the driver's seat and let him take the wheel. Family, this has been your Monday morning message in 5 minutes. Till next time, keep advancing the kingdom. God bless you.